So I tried playing with Facundo Torres. And let me tell you, wow, what an experience. On the right wing, he was about as useful as a traffic cone in a rainstorm. His playstyle? Let's just say it's more lost tourist than lethal winger. Dribbling? Not even close to POTW left-footed RWFs. I mean, at one point I thought the ball had a restraining order against him. And don't get me started on the lack of double touch. It's like trying to moonwalk in mud.
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. We have already started here. Foot in. And here's Batistuta. He's got away. That'll be a corner. And we have our very first corner. Griezmann plays it short. And he's there to get it away. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a... Can he finish? Serginho. And Mendes. Griezmann. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Mbappe. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
It's run loose here. Oh, that's a key interception. Mendes, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. That is a brilliant interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's going for goal! Griezmann. Saliba deals with that comfortably. Barcelona are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Serginho. Bellingham. Now it's Griezmann. That is a great pick out. That has been cut short. Batistuta touches it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Oh, it's come loose. Serginho. Griezmann. Oh, facing up to his adversary. Goes in for the header! Deftly away. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Bellingham. Conte. He won't be happy with that one. Chip through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he cuts out the supply. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. Some first half thoughts?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Mbappe, over to the left.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Ruben Dias, that's a little off target. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe has it out wide and in space.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Ruben Dias getting this one clear. Bellingham. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Almost an hour gone. Conte. That has been cut short. Moved on forwards. And still we await the first breakthrough. Danger averted for now. And he's quick to snatch it back. Serginho. Barcelona are looking to break at pace.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Griezmann looking to run onto it. He's found a way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Lucas Moura. And the shot! Serginho. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Griezmann. Lucas Moura. Chance! And the ball's come loose here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Alexander-Arnold cuts it out.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Substitution on the field. Number 33, Calafiori. Number 99, Batistuta. Number 7, Griezmann.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Number 22, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 26, Colwell. Number 10,
He steps in,
Mbappe.
and that's the end of that.
Number 19,
That's been
Stoichkov.
cut out, well played.
Number 16, Rodri.
He could be in here.
Number
Mbappe!
Substitution
Well, he
in
got rid
progress.
because he was under pressure.
Odegaard.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And that's it. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Thank you for your cooperation.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Oh, easy pickings there. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
I would say this guy, Ronald Araujo. You have a real defender's defender in him, Peter. And he may not be the best with the ball at his feet, but he's very disciplined, he's quick, he's strong. When strikers get a kick out of scoring a goal, he gets a kick out of making a good tackle. That's what he loves, defending. So keep an eye on that.
Okay, interesting. Rafinha. Here's Rodri. Nice interception, well timed. Koundé. Quarter of an hour played. And that has been cleared. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Saliba.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted. Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Haaland. Rijkaard gets a foot in here. Bellingham. Palmeiras look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
And the ball's a good Rummenigge! That had everyone off their seats.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
Koundé, João Neves, and Mendes. João Neves. Rafinha ploughing through the middle. He's through, now is he in? Araujo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bellingham unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Mbappe. Lahm. Rijkaard. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Van Balten gets it clear. Palmeiras with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Khan can pick that up. And we've reached half-time. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Rummenigge gets flagged offside. Mateus. Bellingham. Rummenigge over to the left. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, what a ball! And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rafinha really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Big header! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Cleared without complication. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Luis Suarez. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. He's looking for the runner here. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Substitution for Palmeiras, number 18.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Suarez, number 19.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Under an awful lot of pressure.
Number 15.
Rafael Leao really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Substitution.
Rafael Leao, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Barcelona do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's in space and looking for options. He's got tall. No, not the best of headers. And it's Owen. Now who's going to be first to this?
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Some really good ball movement.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Araujo gets it away.
Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Now it's Owen, and this is Owen. He's had a hit! Oh, yes, it's there! Save the best for last! Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Palmeiras take what looks to be a decisive lead.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Udogi. That's really well cleared. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Your reflections then, Jim.
Barcelona absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. Well, there is here a great sense of expectation as to universal contentment. The Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. And already we're underway here. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Griezmann! And that is wildly off target.
Griezmann put absolutely everything he had into that. Maybe better look next time.
Adams picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And Batistuta! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Nuno Mendes, he's in plenty of space here. Cleared away. Now it's Messi, and they can counter here. And he has been fouled there.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And the pass is intercepted. Alvarez. He can get that clear. And here's Alvarez. No luck with that dink over the top. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a nicely measured pass. João Neves. Delicate ball and it needs to... Can he put it away? Oh, surely that deserved better.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Alvarez, and he's managed to get free. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Nuno Mendes. Oh, and he's through the middle. And he was alert to it. And he thumps it clear. He is starved of space and time. Threads one in. Oh, super ball. Batistuta! That's really well cleared. Rodri. Out to the left it goes. And there's green grass ahead of him. Gets into some space.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Chip through. Now that's well seen too. Koundé.
There will be
Nicely
1 minute
intercepted.
added time.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And there's the end of the first half. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Barcelona head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 19, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Here we go again
Number
then.
9, Batistuta.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Number 10, Messi.
Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Number 21.
And that has left him in a heap.
Number 7,
That is
Owen.
ended up in no
Number
man's land.
27,
Oh, he's
Serginho.
found support out wide.
Number 23, Rafael van der Vaart. Number
You can
11,
never be short of runners into space, as long as the...
Has a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Substitutions taking place.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. That's headed upfield. He's found a way through. There will be a throw-in. Barcelona have reclaimed it.
The attendance for this match was 60,179.
So we've reached the hour mark. Alvarez. Great hit! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Van der Vaart gets it away. He's shifting through the gears here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Looks to clip it forward. And that's put paid to a promising move. Gets his pass away. Can he get it through? Shot could be on. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Haaland. Van der Vaart, Kante cuts it out. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. He's picked his way through. In with a header! Really well taken goal. Finally the breakthrough.
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you ought to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Oh, this is fully deserved for me because they've shown great heart and spirit. It's there to win from here, or dare I say, throw it away now.
Substitution.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Owen! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
Well, it was hit with great power, Peter, but sadly, not great precision.
Oh, easy pickings there. Alvarez. Hernandez looking to hit the byline here. Oh, what a climb! And yes, it's there! And with that goal comes comfort. Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. He's gone for goal! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And that has been cleared. He's in plenty of space here. Rafinha. So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactically, physically and mentally, all round the better side. It turned into a very, very smooth ride. Haaland picking up the Man of the Match award, and those... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Mbappe! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. And we have our very first corner. He's got tall, and he's done it!
What a super start, a total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. João Neves. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Well read, nice interception. DiMarco.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
No, that's been intercepted. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Nuno Mendes. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Livakovic gets it away. Real chance here. Caught offside that time. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Koundé. Mbappe! Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nuno Mendes just eases him off the ball, threads one in, he's picked his way through, cleared without complication. Koundé, Mbappe pinches it off him. He's through, now is he in? And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Tries a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Kante clears. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's Batistuta. Has a go! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game.
There will be 3 minutes at a
Ball's
time.
gone out of play. And the cutback. Mbappe. They want to be quick to recover this. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're straight back at it at the start. Mbappe! Oh, taken with style. And with that goal comes comfort.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So that's 2 now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Van der Ven spots it and intercepts. Ribéry! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break. Yeah, this kind of bold running.
Goes in for the header! Goal! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Batistuta. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Vitinha. And here's Ribéry. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Van der Ven cuts out the pass. And he has been fouled there. Van der Ven gets over and intercepts. Rafinha. Now, what about a counter-attack? Played back to the goalkeeper. Half an hour gone in the second half. Mbappe. Great ball if he can get there. There's the shot! Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Barcelona have their second corner now. He gets big. He's got a goal. And just like that, he's into double figures now. Great corner, and he did the rest.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Ribery.
So, time for changes
Number 7,
on both sides, actually.
Mbappe.
We
Number
have
9,
ourselves a real game here.
Well, that goal just serves to give them the momentum and psychological edge now at this stage, but for me, they've got to chase a winner.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Number 2, Vadio. Substitutions
Now it's
taking
Ferran
place.
Torres. And claimed it back swiftly. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Quality ball. Rafinha. That's a little off target. João Neves. He's in a great position. Shot a goal! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Alvarez has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And that's really well manoeuvred. And that will be the final act. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Mbappe!
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Serginho. He's got away. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Barcelona!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Lazio finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Mbappe. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Knocks it out wide. Hernandez. Hernandez stood his ground strongly. Van der Vaart did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Lazio really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how do they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy.
And the finish! Goal! Lazio back on level terms.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good...
And a header! No, not the best of headers.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Hernandez. Well timed, excellent interception. Serginho. And Koundé. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Haaland. And he's found a way past. And that would have been some goal.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
And it's hoisted clear. Berbatov. And it's Luis Suarez. Now that's well seen too. And that's put paid to a promising move. Hernandez. He rises! And it's a goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and
that'll be the final action of the first half. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd. And a fair reflection of the territorial state of play with the half-time scoreline 2-1. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive,
That may have... Up he goes! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
And the pass is intercepted. João Neves. Goes looking wide. Serginho. Header! No mistake! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. What a great header, got plenty on that.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Serginho. Hernandez picks it up out wide. Chouameni clears. Hernandez made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And here's Schneider. And it's Berbatov. He's got straight hits!
Substitution for Lazio, number 14.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Raphael van der Vaart, number 18. Chouameni.
Conte, Berbatov.
15. Palace.
Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Conte. Substitution in progress.
Koundé, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Ribéry. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Koundé floated through. Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. But as you can see, we've already started here. Hernandez. Well, that is one way to stop him. Whistle's gone, that's foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. João Neves. Now it's Osimhen. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Haaland.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's got away. Hernandez has it in a wide position. Climbs up big!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Works it forward. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Neymar. He won't be happy with that one. Neither side yet able to find the net. Scholes. And that is a little undercooked. Pass is just off target. Manchester United upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and team.
He's given it away. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
It's a sweet ball, that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Hernandez chasing after it. Nesta clears it away. That's an excellent interception.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Owen.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Can he latch on to this?
There will be one.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Barcelona come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break.
Number 20, Erling Haaland. Coming on to replace him is number 18.
So off we go once more. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Well timed, excellent interception. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Hernandez. And that's been won straight back. And a header! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. What a great header, got plenty on that.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Van Bouten with the clearance. He's gone for goal! And the pass is intercepted. And it's Sneijder. Now it's Osimhen. Osimhen! And that is doing no harm at all. Gets a good foot in there. Neymar. Osimhen. Oh, that's fabulous. Vardiol gets it away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Owen. Oh, great ball! Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. João Neves. Mbappe. Hernandez made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Hernandez. Costa Curta. Mbappe. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Scholes. Serginho. Rodri. Hernandez. Serginho. Chance for the header!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So that's it. It is all over. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The action has already started. Van Nistelrooy, and Van Nistelrooy! No, not quite.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
DiMarco. Now it's Mbappe.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Cleared without complication. Mbappe. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Roberto Carlos. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. And here's Mbappe. Roberto Carlos. Now that looks a decent ball. João Neves. Hernandez. Now João Neves.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
João Neves. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Weghorst unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Roberto Carlos. And that's really well manoeuvred. Van Nistelrooy. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Hernandez. DiMarco. Well, that'll do under the circumstances. DiMarco really struggling to influence the... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're off again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And a shot! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, what a climb! Roberto Carlos clears. showing good feet. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Turkey appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Koundé. Quarter of an hour into the second half.
72,306.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Played with finesse. An instinctive... climbs up big! Heads it again, but still no joy.
Barcelona are literally using their heads with some very good service, but it's time for someone to add authority.
DiMarco. And he cuts out the supply. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. He won't be happy with that one. João Neves. Over to the left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Barcelona showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Substitution for Turkey, number 9.
So,
Mbappe.
time for changes on
Number
both sides,
22,
actually.
De Bruyne. Number 27, Beckham. Coming on the field, number 21,
Serginho.
Owen. Number 8, Iniesta. Number 18,
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Owen. Owen! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Now it's Neymar! Just off target.
Neymar has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the pass is intercepted.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here. No, that's been intercepted. Aim forwards. Decent hit! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Goes forward. Haaland might just make this. Serginho. The fullback is in acres of space here. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Hernandez. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Hullet. Rummenigge. And he's there to clear it. Well, they've got it again.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
He's in plenty of space here. That's a little off target. Serginho. Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now that looks a decent ball. That's good vision. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hernandez. Van Dijk can get it clear.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Koundé with the short one. Swung in towards the middle. He rises! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. And he was quick to react. Suarez puts his foot on the gas. Has a go! They want to be quick to recover this. And he's following up! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Played backwards here.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Platini. That's a nicely measured pass. And the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This possibly the last play of the half. Keeper has taken decisive action. And there's the end of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Barcelona lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And a header! He's missed, but not by that far. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change.
Great chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. João Neves. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do.
He's got tall. No mistake. And this is getting better and better. A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
Oh, what has happened here? Great hit! Cleared without complication.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 27, Serginho. Number 87, João Neves.
Oh, it's played into the air. Terrific header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Number 7.
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Done delicately. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Luis Suarez. Suarez is flagged offside.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 16.
Barcelona
Rodri.
making consecutive
Number
changes here.
19, Hernandez. Coming on the field. Number
And it's
22,
Nedved.
Tchouaméni.
Brilliantly cut
Number
out.
6, Udogi.
Luis Suarez. Whistle goes again. It's another offside decision. Now it's Hullet, and he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Nedved. Can he finish? Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, I think it's great. He's showing plenty of fight here. You want that to spread throughout the team now.
Barcelona can consider themselves just about safe now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that is one way to stop him. Nicely weighted ball. He's away! Koundé.
There will be 5 minutes.
Oh, that's well
added
spotted.
time.
Dink through. He's had a shot! It's a goal kick. Udogi. 5 minutes to add. DiMarco. That's at the end. Barcelona are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Costa Curta wins the duel this time. Rafinha. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Udogi. Oh, good-looking ball. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that has been cleared. Taken back almost at once. And he's cut it out. Great ball if he can get there. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Mbappe.
This is what good chemistry is.
Has a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
That's really well cleared. Rodri. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And now they can spring out of defence. He won't be happy with that one. So it is still 0-0. Udogi. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Passing is crisp and sharp. Xabi Alonso.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Messi. Lahm looking to hit the byline here. It's a mighty effort! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Well-timed, excellent interception. João Neves. That's a shade optimistic. Xavi Alonso. Messi. Mackay. That is a great pick out. Hones! And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter,
Mackay! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mackay clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Rafinha. Udogi puts... And the shot! And it's a goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
You know, the chest control was a real...
He's having a go! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Udogi.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That's been cut out, well played. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
That'll be a corner.
Substitutions taking place.
It's their second corner of the game. And can he finish it? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Thuram. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Big header! He scores! And that is goal number 20. Great header, made it look easy.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.